This girl fights only with her legs.
I ain't even gonna lie. I seen this. I was like, this is basically Chun-Li. That's the only reason I clicked on the video. But look, we here.
Just like the video game character Chun-Li from Street Fighter, Mona
Chun-Li
Kimura
was
has
like
had
that
plenty
too.
of fights in her career and is still undefeated. But how does she manage this? Can she fight with her hands? And most importantly, why does she fight only with her legs? The answers will shock you. So let's start from the very beginning.
That's hard. I ain't gonna lie.
She was born on April 12th, 2001, in Mizuho, Gifu, Japan. From early childhood,
oh, she
starting
from birth,
in 4th grade, and up until entering university, she trained in boxing. Yes, she started her path in martial arts with boxing.
Okay.
She achieved success in boxing. At 18, she became the champion of Japan. Boxing will be very useful to her in the future. Moreover, in 2022, Mona represented Japan at the Women's World Championship. However, she ultimately chose kickboxing, despite the fact that it is a much more brutal sport. Signing a contract with the Crush promotion, Mona is often compared to the fighting game character Chun-Li for her very similar fight.
Chun-Li was bad too. Now, let me stop. Hey, but bro, I just did a kickboxing video on Ornest, bro. So if y'all want to watch that, go watch it after this video. But kickboxing, I gotta start doing more on kickboxing.
What's more, Kimura cleverly uses this image in a visual sense. She is interviewed and admired for her incredible skills. You'd never think she could knock a person down with a single left strike. Whether it's a hand or a leg, doesn't even matter. Always smiling and positive,
it don't look like it, but hey,
literally
she'll get you right.
Phenomenon. Her legs deserve a separate discussion. They are simply unpredictable.
How is she even doing that? She gotta be hella flexible. Like,
what the fuck was that?
More than that, she uses them like a normal jab. In simple words, her legs are an extension of her arms. And it all started
she can throw them things too, though.
When her parents made her stand on one leg for long periods of time, as if they knew her future in advance. In her first 2 fights, Kimura fought mostly with her legs, leading many to make the false assumption that she had become easy to predict. However, in her 3rd fight, she proved that people were clearly underestimating her. On the contrary, from what I've seen, Kimura adapts very easily and quickly to any situation. She evolves, and that's an extraordinary skill and gift. In the fight review, we'll take a closer look at this. Debut fight, November 16th, 2024.
Damn, so she just started fighting. She a youngin' though. She a youngin'. Hey, future daughter, be ready to stand on one foot for a long period of time.
Her first opponent was the Japanese fighter Ai Ogiwara. We've talked so much about Kimura's legs, but she starts her debut fight with jabs. The first time she tries to load her leg, she ends up on the canvas. Her opponent managed to grab it.
Ooh.
You can see how easily and effortlessly Mona hops around the ring on one leg. For such showboating, she did take a small hit, but for her, that's just a minor detail. Kimura responds with a solid hook. After this turn of events, Ogiwara rushed into a clinch, but Mona simply pushed her away, sending her onto the canvas. Ogiwara starts getting frustrated and lands some good hooks to Kimura's head. But this doesn't bother Mona at all. In fact, she quickly pays the debt.
Oh, get right! Hold on, go back, because that was quick.
Mona at all. In fact, she quickly pays the debt.
Ooh! Get right! Yeah!
With a left straight right to the jaw, Ogiwara goes down in a knockdown. It looks like she didn't even realize what happened, but she managed to get back up quickly, which is already good. Mona starts taking the initiative. Another hook lands. Ogiwara tries to go into a clinch, but fails. Instead, she literally runs into Kimura's right hook, which sends her into a spectacular knockout.
Yeah,
And once again, we see smiling Mona. Second fight.
She throwing hands. She said, I don't mean them leg kicks, man.
25.
I'm throwing hands.
This time, her opponent was the Japanese fighter, Yuka. Mona almost immediately brings her legs into play, and it looks beautiful. At the same time, she doesn't forget to use her jabs. But when it comes to her legs, it looks like bullying. They land everywhere, both to the body and the head.
Her question mark kicks can be so nasty.
Chun-Li style. entire series of sharp kicks. You can clearly see Mona using her legs like a spear, meaning her legs don't allow her opponent to close the distance. Meanwhile, Mona's head seems completely out of reach, but if her opponent somehow manages to get past her leg, Mona remembers that she spent many years boxing. In simpler words, Kimura is a universal soldier. You never know what she's going to do next. Her leg looks
This
like
is crazy, bro.
about to strike, and that has a huge psychological effect on her opponent. One of her kicks here looks almost humiliating, as if Kimura is saying, "Step back, keep your distance." And she does it so calmly and confidently, as if she's at practice. You can imagine Yuka's frustration when elegant high kicks keep landing on her head, giving her no chance to even get close to her opponent. Yuka finally manages to land a straight punch to Mona's head, and that can be considered a big celebration. Kimura isn't afraid to exchange blows.
She just getting kicked in the
using
face
her
over
full
and over
arsenal.
again, bro.
More Chun-Li style bullying from Mona. This clearly angers Yuka. Emotions take over, and you can see it on her face.
Oh!
But that same face, just seconds later, absorbs a series of sharp jabs.
変化でしてくるので、なかなか足の上げられてる時が非常に戸惑いますね、ユカ選手。
Another beautiful, graceful high kick lands on poor Yuka's head. Right after that, a body kick follows, an unpleasant feeling. Another body kick sends Yuka to the canvas. We also see Mona making an interesting hand gesture, most likely a parody of fighting game characters. But Yuka quickly gets back up and continues. Still, nothing changes. Kimura completely takes over the initiative.
突き上げるようなこの蹴りです。
ただ距離は1ラウンドよりも詰まってきているんじゃないかなというふうに思います。
今の空を切りましたが右を当てていきたいわけです。
During the break, Mona looks calm, cheerful, smiling. Yuka, on the other hand, looks angry and upset, realizing she is losing the fight. Yuka actively starts the final round, but it leads to nothing. Once again, she's overwhelmed by Kimura's legs and hands.
Them kicks come.
パンチを合わせれば、はい、倒せるっていうところは僕も見てて思うので、はい、この前蹴りをどういうふうにさばくか、もしくは避けるか。かわされた時とかね、例えば前蹴りが空を切った後にすぐにパンチを当てれば十分倒せるタイミングがあるんで、
さあ伸びてきましたが、
でもスペシャリストですね。本当に素晴らしいですこのタイミング。
当てました。そして
Bro, this is getting heels to the face over and over again. Heel to the face, heel to the face.
当てれば十分倒せるタイミングがあるんで。
Sit down.
さあ伸びてきましたが、
でもスペシャリストですね。本当に素
Sit
晴らしい。
down. Sit down.
2つ蹴りを当てていきました木村。
Ooh.
どんどん詰めていきながら持ち味のパンチを当てていきたい場面です。
Mona begins to mercilessly unload on her opponent. Total domination.
パンチをもらったんで横向くところで止まらずに強引にいっちゃっていいと思いますね。
先ほどおっしゃった牙の部分ですね。
はい。そこがチャンスになると思うので、はい。
打っていこうというところですが、蹴り、この足が着地するそのタイミングで、
Oh shit.
そうですね。はい。そこに隙とチャンスを作れると思います。
やはりそういったのも。
Kimura's dominance only grows. Everything.
This gonna be her kryptonite right there. She gotta stop that shit. Cause she go against a fighter who ain't going for it. They catch that kick and get the.
Kimura's dominance only
She better
grows.
watch out.
Everything she throws lands. Yuka is completely demoralized, but manages to survive all 3 rounds.
Kicks coming quick though. They only fight 3 rounds?
ガードの上からでもパンチ強烈です木村。
Damn.
右を当てました。パンチ強烈です木村。
Kicking her brain off, bro. Stop, bro. Is she playing with her?
ユカ選手の顔がだいぶ上がってますよね。
そうですよね。ずっとこの蹴りがですね、顔面付近に当たっていますので。
That's Chun-Li daughter, man. That's Chun. Oh!
今のも受けました。当たってい
That's
ますので。
Chun-Li daughter, man.
顔付近長くなっています。今のも受けました。
Chun-Li created a monster.
ボディです。残り時間が少なくなってきました。
Can you see this block one of them kicks? Just...
まさにこの蹴りを出す
No,
変
okay.
幻自在という木村。
No.
全く崩れないのがね。
A beautiful victory for Mona by unanimous decision. The third and so far latest fight of Kimura took place on June 27, 2025 against Satoko Ozawa. Mona immediately starts the fight with her signature high kick. Kimura once again fully switches to Chun-Li mode and starts unloading kicks on Satoko.
Oh!
Then she adds sharp, tasty jabs. Ozawa looks completely confused.
What is that?
初期メンバーに近いんじゃないですか。
これが一つガードの対策なんでしょうかね。
下手に蹴ったらね、足の裏痛みますからね。
いや、もう一回のガードがいいんじゃないですか。
さあまず30秒経過。
いいかもしれないです。いや、結構いいかもしれないですよ。
そうですか。
はい。
どの辺が具体的にいいですか。
顔面もらいづらいじゃないですか。でも、角度によっては危険ですけど、相手もちょっと的を絞りづらいですよね。
The beating continues. Mona feels like the master of the ring. Almost everything lands, especially her sharp jabs and hooks. No wonder she spent so many years boxing.
さあボディが打ち込んでいく木村。
Yeah, she can box. You can tell she can box. Her cross is nasty.
木村もなです。
Her hooks don't look as hard. Like they don't look like they land hard, but her straights and her crosses is nasty.
どんどん入っていっちゃってるから、蹴りが
出た。
出た。
この蹴りが出ます。
どうなんだろう、決まるのかな。あと小沢選手が何の攻撃するかですよね。
そうですよね。ガードが。
Hey, bro, let me know what you. Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. Give her like 2 to 3 years. Let her get her some more weight on her. Get some more wins on her belt. I can see her in the UFC. I can see it. I can see it. Like Dakota the Chiva. I think they kind of. I can see it.
Kimura
Let me know what y'all think
totally
in the
controls
comments, though,
situation, choosing when and where to land her strikes. An
Bam, bam.
extremely
Ooh.
uncomfortable position for Satoko. After such shots, Ozawa's face begins to pour with blood. It's painful to watch. Mona increases.
She just
the
keep hitting her in the
power of the
face. She's not
punches.
blocking
At
nothing.
one moment, Satoko's head almost looks like it's about to snap off.
浦部さん、ここまで展開どういうふうに見てますか。
最初の策としては悪くなかったんですけどね。最初の策としては悪くなくて面白い。
Oh, to the body.
血が出てますね。
He can't get. She can't get close. She trying to get close. She just can't.
パンチかな。
非常にこの脱力した形から。
Just can't get close. She either getting leg kick or jabbed up.
セコンドについていたとしたら、もうクリンチぐらい接近して
クリンチぐらいかなりこう接近してということなんでしょう。
もうそう、もう足のその蹴りの。
The second round begins with a devastating jab to Ozawa's head. Who said Kimura is easy to predict? Satoko continues to suffer. No defense can save her.
Damn, she not trying to block or get her head off the line or something.
A double jab lands, followed by a high kick to Ozawa's head, dropping her to the canvas. Once again, we see Mona's fighting game style gesture.
I ain't gonna lie, she did jab. Hey, hold on, I gotta see that again, matter of fact, because that was crazy.
A double jab lands, followed by a
Bam!
high kick to Ozawa's head, dropping her to the canvas.
She said I'm Chun-Li.
Once again, we see Mona's fighting game style gesture. Honestly, judging by Ozawa's face, it would have been better if she had stayed down, but she stood back up and continued this one-sided beating. It seemed like she had even stopped trying to defend herself.
Right, like,
Satoko
bro.
goes down again. Her face now looks like a smashed tomato. The referee couldn't stand the sight any longer and pulled her into the corner to at least clean her face up.
血の量が多くなっていますけれども、
パンチがね当たった時の体幹の固め方もすごいです。
The blood just wouldn't stop. Here you can see how expensive this fight turned out for Ozawa. The fight resumes, but it was obvious it was only a matter of time before it stopped again. And that's exactly what happened. Satoko kept taking heavy damage, and all her corner's efforts were in vain. The referee showed mercy and stopped the bloody beating.
I ain't see her punch that girl one time.
In conclusion, it's clear that Kimura has a very bright future. Of course, if she continues to...
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I see a future in her. I see little Chun-Li in her. I see little Chun-Li, and I can't lie, but I think she gonna definitely need some more muscle on her bones for sure, ski. And she don't see young though, bro, so she gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? But she gonna try to have to learn how to grapple though. But I can see her coming to the UFC though. Let me know what y'all think in the comments though. Let me know what y'all really think about her in the comments. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody from Japan, man, the real ones. You know, but I'm shouting that video. Y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, support your boy, and let me know who y'all want me to react to next.